What if you could face your fears head on and come out stronger? This video will show you how to do just that. We all have fears that hold us back, but what if those fears were actually opportunities for growth? Today, we'll explore how to tap into your inner courage and become the hero of your own story. Let's start by understanding what fear really is. Fear is a natural human emotion designed to protect us from harm. It's our brain's way of alerting us to potential dangers. But in our modern world, many of our fears aren't about physical threats. Instead, they're often about things like failure, rejection, or the unknown. These fears can stop us from pursuing our dreams, trying new things, or living life to the fullest. Common fears people face include public speaking, heights, social situations, and making big life changes. Maybe you felt your heart race before giving a presentation, or you've hesitated to apply for a job because you were afraid of rejection. These fears are normal, but they don't have to control your life. Fear can hold us back in many ways. It can make us avoid opportunities, stay in our comfort zone, and miss out on experiences that could enrich our lives. Fear can also affect our health, causing stress and anxiety. But here's the good news. You have the power to overcome these fears. You might be wondering, why me? Why am I the one who can overcome these fears? The truth is, you are chosen, not by some external force, but by yourself. You've chosen to watch this video, to seek out ways to improve yourself, and that makes you special. You have inner strength that you might not even realize yet. Let's talk about that inner strength. We all have unique qualities that make us resilient and capable. Maybe you're persistent, creative, or have a great sense of humor. These traits are your superpowers. They're the tools you'll use to face your fears. Take a moment to think about what makes you strong. What challenges have you overcome in the past? What qualities helped you through those times? Building self-confidence is key to recognizing your inner strength. This doesn't mean becoming arrogant or overconfident. It's about having a realistic, positive view of yourself and your abilities. Start by acknowledging your achievements, no matter how small they might seem. Did you cook a meal today? That's an achievement. Did you help someone? That's an achievement too. By recognizing these small wins, you'll start to see just how capable you really are. Now let's talk about courage. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's acting despite fear. It's feeling afraid but doing it anyway. There are different types of courage. Physical courage is what we often think of first, facing physical dangers or challenges. But there's also moral courage, which involves standing up for what's right even when it's difficult. And there's emotional courage, which means being vulnerable and honest about our feelings. Courage and fear are closely related. In fact, you can't have courage without fear. If you're not afraid, you don't need to be courageous. So when you feel fear, remember that it's an opportunity to be brave. One of the most powerful ways to overcome fear is to shift your mindset. Instead of seeing fear as something negative, try to view it as a challenge. When you feel afraid, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can facing this fear help me grow? This reframing can turn fear from an obstacle into an opportunity. Positive thinking is a powerful tool in shifting your mindset. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means looking for the good in situations and believing in your ability to handle challenges. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, try to replace those thoughts with more positive ones. For example, instead of thinking, I can't do this, try, this is difficult, but I'm learning and improving. The way we talk to ourselves has a huge impact on our ability to face fears. Pay attention to your self-talk. Are you encouraging yourself or putting yourself down? Try to speak to yourself the way you'd speak to a good friend, with kindness and encouragement. When you're facing a fear, tell yourself, I can handle this. I'm strong and capable. Sometimes our fears can seem overwhelming. That's why it's important to break them down into smaller, more manageable parts. If you're afraid of public speaking, for example, you might start by speaking up more in small group settings. Then you could try giving a short presentation to a few friends. By taking small steps, you build confidence gradually. Setting achievable goals is another way to break down fears. Make sure your goals are specific and realistic. Instead of overcome my fear of heights, you might set a goal like stand on the balcony for 5 minutes. This gives you a clear target to work towards. Remember to celebrate your victories, no matter how small they might seem. Did you make that phone call you've been putting off? That's worth celebrating. Did you try a new food that you were nervous about? Celebrate that too. These celebrations reinforce your progress and motivate you to keep going. Learning from others can be a powerful way to build courage. Throughout history and in our everyday lives, there are countless examples of people who have faced their fears and overcome them. While we won't mention specific individuals, think about people you know or have heard about who have shown courage. What can you learn from their experiences? Everyday heroes surround us. They're the people who stand up for others, who pursue their passions despite obstacles, who keep going even when things get tough. Look for these heroes in your own life. They might inspire you to face your own fears. Having a support system is invaluable when you're working to overcome fear. This could be friends, family, a mentor, or a support group. These people can offer encouragement, advice, and a different perspective when you're struggling. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help when you need it. Now let's talk about failure. Many of our fears are rooted in the fear of failure. But failure isn't the end. It's a part of the learning process. Every successful person has faced failure at some point. The difference is in how they responded to it. When you fail, it's an opportunity to learn and grow. Ask yourself what you can take away from the experience. What worked? What didn't? How can you do things differently next time? By approaching failure with curiosity rather than fear, you can turn it into a valuable tool for personal growth. Developing resilience is key to overcoming fear. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks. It's about getting up when you fall down, learning from your mistakes, and keeping going even when things are tough. You can build resilience by facing challenges, learning from experiences, and maintaining a positive outlook. Now, let's look at some practical tools you can use to boost your courage. Visualization is a powerful technique used by many successful people. Close your eyes and imagine yourself successfully facing your fear. What does it look like? How does it feel? The more vividly you can imagine it, the more confident you'll feel when you face the real situation. Breathing exercises can help calm your nerves when you're feeling afraid. Try this simple technique. Breathe in slowly for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, then breathe out for a count of 4. Repeat this a few times whenever you feel fear or anxiety rising. Relaxation methods like progressive muscle relaxation can also help. Start at your toes and work your way up your body, tensing and then relaxing each muscle group. This can help reduce the physical symptoms of fear and anxiety. As you work on overcoming your fears, you'll start to notice positive changes in other areas of your life. You might find yourself more confident at work, more open to new experiences, or better able to handle stress. This is the ripple effect of courage. Your actions can also inspire others. When you face your fears, you show others that it's possible. You might not even realize the impact you're having. Someone might see you trying something new and feel inspired to do the same. By overcoming your fears, you're not just changing your own life, you're contributing to positive change in the world. Every time you choose courage over fear, you're making the world a little bit braver. To build your courage muscle, try setting yourself daily challenges. These don't have to be big or scary. It could be as simple as saying hello to a stranger, trying a new food, or speaking up in a meeting. The key is to do something that pushes you slightly out of your comfort zone each day. Keep track of these daily acts of courage. You might be surprised at how quickly they add up. Over time, you'll see how far you've come and feel motivated to keep going. Building courage is like building any other habit. It takes consistent practice. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. Overcoming fear isn't a one-time event, it's an ongoing process. As you grow and change, you'll encounter new fears and challenges. But each time you face a fear, you become stronger and more capable of handling the next one. Your journey of courage will continue throughout your life. You'll adapt to new situations, learn new skills, and discover new strengths. Each challenge is an opportunity for growth. As you continue on this path, remember to be kind to yourself. Progress isn't always linear. There will be setbacks and difficult days. That's okay. What matters is that you keep moving forward. Remember that you are the chosen one, chosen by yourself to live a life of courage and growth. You have the strength within you to face your fears and come out stronger. By shifting your mindset, taking small steps, learning from others, and using practical tools, you can overcome the fears that hold you back. Your journey of courage starts now. What small step can you take today? Remember, every act of courage, no matter how small, is a victory. You have the power to create positive change in your life and in the world around you. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of courage. I hope you feel inspired and empowered to face your fears. Remember, you are stronger than you know, and you have the power to overcome any challenge that comes your way. Go forth with courage and create the life you dream of.